Next guys, we will see together how could we view all the data into our object or into our table. So this is basically how could we query or read from our table using real commands. If we went to the pages folder again, you will find this file which is called view all user JavaScript file. Contains this screen. The screen is looks like this. If we went here to view all, we will find a screen like this. At the beginning, filter by username, and here beneath there should be a flat list. As you can see here, this is a flat list. We've seen flat list before. The data of the flat list is coming from flat list items. If we see flat list item, we'll see it in minutes. It's going to be populated from the data in the table. We are using item separator component, and we are rendering the item with this information like ID, name, contact, and address. Those are the values or the data into our real table. So if we went back to flat list items, I have here a state variable in terms of list called flat list item, and I have created a variable also called real. Here is pointing to our database. So when I'm using the on-chain text into that textbooks, I have my text input. This is like a custom component I've created earlier. So when I change the text here, I'm gonna call two functions. The first function is set username. I'm gonna set the value for the new entry, like the text have been changed into that text variable or to that state variable. And I'm also gonna fire this function which is search user by name. This is a function of search user. We'll see together how could we query a realm database. So I've created a user here, or I've created a variable called user details query equal realm. We see together realm dot objects as we did together last time, user details. So, but I'm not going to retain everything in user details. I'm filtering. So dot filter, you can see dot objects. This is a table name. Dot filter, username contains the value into state variable, like giving me any data filtered by username contains any data entered into that text input. So if there is a data here, I'm checking if user details.query.links has data, so set it into that flat list item state variable, else give me whole list of data. This is the explanation of the code here. So if we went back to our view, if I enter just like one, so or enter two, anything there is no exist, it's going to give me the data. Now it's querying the data, giving you everything. To make things here understandable, let's register another user. Let's call it Muhammad, and this is a phone number of Muhammad, and this is Muhammad at gmail.com. So I created another user. If we went to view all again, and if I enter Muhammad, so it's given me, because I filtered the data using Muhammad as it's here, contains Muhammad. If I enter John, see, it's giving me John. But if I enter anything like K, it's giving me the whole data. This is going to execute the else block. So this is a view all screen, and you will have a chance to review the whole code written here. And please post me a question into the comments if you have anything want more explanation. Thank you guys, see you next topic.